unfiltered, Wolfpack, no crowd control, OTP, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
I'm smoking presidential butt, and I need you to be my first lady. Ain't the day you was born, but I need you in your birthday soon.
All right, today we got no crowd control, OTP Wolfpack, Floyd in the building with us today.
What up, what up, what up?
How you feeling today, gang?
Feeling good, feeling good.
For sure. What you out here working on in Atlanta?
Man, we just got a lot of projects working on. I'm a promoter, so you know what I'm saying, we're putting together some different things for birthday bash weekend, things of that nature. Getting ready for.
My boy working.
Yeah, working.
So where you from originally?
I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, you know what I'm saying, but I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida, born and raised, but then I moved to Tallahassee, went to Florida State. So from there, you know what I'm saying, I got in the promotion business at the young age of 18.
That's real. So when would you say you jumped off the porch?
5 years old. I've been out here since 5 because the fact is my mom and daddy wasn't around. So I was raised by my great grandma. So she ain't really she gave us guidance, but you know what I'm saying, I was like free roaming, do what I want to do. So I was always trying to get some money, trying to make some money. So from whatever I could do to make some money, I was out there doing it. So I started doing like a little food stand at a little flea market, at a little farmer's market. And after that, you know what I'm saying, that led me to do other things, cut yards, whatever to do to get some money. So from then I was always talking to people and making networks and connects. And after that, once I got older, it just took off to a bigger level.
That's real. How and when would you say you got your start in the promotion industry?
I got my start back in like '03. You know, basically when I came to school, I went to Florida State. When I first went to Florida State, in 2000, I saw like people was going to the club, having fun, partying and stuff. So once I went there and seen that, I was like, man, I could do that. So after that, I had a little job, you know what I'm saying, and I worked at McDonald's, grind up, save my money up, and I was like, man, I'm done with this, and I went into the promotion business, head first.
For sure. What inspired you to dive head first into it?
I wasn't trying to work for nobody, really, and I always wanted to be rich. So I didn't know how I was gonna be rich, but I knew I had the drive and the hard work to make it happen.
Did anybody give you the game, or did you have to just learn from trial and error?
Nah, it was trial and error for me. You know, back in the day, I'm old school, so back in the day, the older cats weren't really showing the young cats the game. They weren't really putting us in position. They would basically hold the game and try to overwork you. But then when I came along, I had to learn it, trial and error. My first event, I lost 10 bands. So I was like, dang. It was like, I tried to get my homeboys to promote and help me out. But then I had to realize that homeboys, you know what I'm saying, they love you, they rock with you, but they ain't really trying to see what you see at the beginning stages of what you're trying to do. So after that, that's when I put it in, I had to strap my boots on and get out here in the field every day and just make it happen.
No, for real. What exactly would you say a promoter does?
Man, a promoter is the life of the party, really. You know what I'm saying? He put everybody together. He put the DJs together. He bring the crowd to the club. He make the club owner happy. You know what I'm saying? If he doing his job right, he make everybody happy at the end of the night. Because when you at the club, you know what I'm saying, them boys in there with the boost bottles and stuff, they find ladies in there, so you know what I'm saying, they gonna go home with each other, so he make everybody happy in the whole sense of it. He like the nucleus in the nightlife industry. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people don't really know what we actually do because they just see that we just post flyers and you know we on our phone all day, but they really don't know, like, it be a lot of hours that we put in that ain't even on the clock, really, that you don't even get to see the preparation to get the party started, to make the event happen, things of that nature.
No, for real. What are a few examples of things that happen behind the scenes that the public, like you said, doesn't get a chance to see?
Man, like, first of all, they don't really get to see that. At the end of the day, when you first come up with that idea, that's just an idea. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a theme in your mind or you want to do this event or do that, that's just an idea in your mind. And then you got to put it to work. You got to hit up everybody you know to put it together. You got to hit up the club on lock in the date. That date might be 6 months out, 7 months out. You got to be on that. Like, for example, right now, we already locked in to Christmas. You feel what I'm saying? So how you stole Christmas is like my little thing that I be going around and doing. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta really like put that out there early, and you gotta put your money down and save your money, because these club owners don't really respect if you ain't got no money. You gotta go in and drop the little bag, put it down, and then get everybody in motion. And then sit back. It's like real estate, really, because you're just sitting back waiting on the good dates.
That's real, though. Describe a typical work week when preparing for an event.
Man, work week start like all week. Really, it's like a 24/7 grind. Really, you might sleep like a couple of hours, like maybe like 3 or 4 hours, but really you in the streets with it all day, getting prepared for it because you know it's gonna be a big weekend, and you want to have everything on point because you got to have everybody on point, from the bottle girls to the dough girls to the security to your DJs. Make sure they're in a good vibe. Make sure, you know what I'm saying, the city right, because a lot of things can affect your event. Like when a lot of these violence that be going on, sometimes that affect your event. If a certain person that got, you know what I'm saying, RIP, then you know what I'm saying, that might mess up the energy in the city. They don't want to go out because they feel like, man, it might be too crazy to go out. So a lot of things go prepared in making sure that your event go right, for as passing out flyers, posters, all that good stuff. Getting the leg work in, making radio commercials, getting the drops and all that good stuff.
For sure. What would you say is one of the most challenging scenarios you've been faced with as a promoter?
Man, I done seen every scenario it is out there. I done seen, you know what I'm saying, artists come to the city, well, not even get a chance to come to the city. They might have something going on in their life where they can't even come and do the show. So I done had shows done canceled on me because of that. I think the worst show that I ever had canceled, you know what I'm saying, was a show with NBA Youngboy, you know what I'm saying? He had got arrested right on the way to the club, and we had a sold out show. So the energy of that was like, everybody was kind of like hot, mad, you know what I'm saying, because they done got dressed, came to the club, and we in there trying to talk to the officers like, man, let the man do the show, but you know, they weren't hearing it, so we lost a lot of money on that. But you know what I'm saying, I think we done seen everything from fire marshals done came out, canceling the show, you know what I'm saying, just the whole little nitpick in the grind of the city. Just we done seen everything in the game.
That's real. What mistakes would you say you made as a promoter, and how did you learn from them?
The mistakes I think I made as a promoter was just like, you know what I'm saying, sometimes the energy, you gotta understand, you gotta fall back off that, because sometimes that energy might mess up the situation. So that's the biggest thing that I learned. But other than that, I feel like that, you know, in the process, you don't really take no losses, you just learn lessons to make it better and make it right for the future.
So what's some of the keys a promoter uses to staying on budget?
By writing it down, you know, this is like corporate America. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have your budget, you gotta know what's going on, you gotta know who all getting paid. So the keys is just to make sure you focus on making sure everything aligned. You know, you can't really go out and spend $250 on an artist and bring him to a show where your venue only can hold 500 people. Then you set yourself up for suicide.
No,
you know,
sure.
you might do it for the fame just to get a picture with him and get your likes up, but really you setting yourself up for the loss, because you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna make that money back. So that's the key to stay on budget. You gotta know what you got going on.
No, for real. How would you say social media changed the way you work?
Oh man, social media made everybody feel like they could be a promoter. You know, for example, like when I first started in the game, you had to have money to come in the game of the promotion business. You had to have, you know, networking. You had to know, okay, I had to get a box of flyers. I had to go to the radio station. I had to go to the TV station. I had to go, you know what I'm saying, get people involved in it. Now, people can sit back on their phone and just drop a flyer on you, and then boom, get a little piped up. So now that kind of changed the game, because now you got people, everybody want to be a promoter. Everybody want the limelight. You know, fame is the biggest thing out here. That's the biggest drug going on right here. You know what I'm saying? What people gonna do for the fame? So that's the key that, you know, kind of like threw the game off. But, you know, with me being who I am, you know what I'm saying, I'm agile. I'm able to adapt. So I'm able to adapt to all situations.
How would you encourage people to attend an event if another large event was scheduled for the same day?
Well, basically, the promotion business is all about your face card. So it's all about your track record. So basically, you know what I'm saying, with me being in the game, how long I've been in the game, people know they're gonna get a safe event. It's gonna be some bad chicks in the building, and they're gonna have a good time. And they're gonna make it home safely, you know what I'm saying? And the girls who come in the building, we're gonna throw some ones and have a blast. So, you know, with doing that, they're gonna rock with you. If your face card is straight, if you've done shows and done events that they know that you have credibility. A lot of things only credibility in the promotion game.
Tell me about a time when you had to deal with a last-minute change when planning an event.
Man, in the promotion game, at the club business, you deal with last-minute change all the time. You know what I'm saying? You might have a situation that go down where, you know what I'm saying, somebody might have missed and double booked a booth, you feel what I'm saying? So now you got this person coming for their section, and you got this person coming. So you got to make sure everybody, you know what I'm saying, get everything smoothed out. So it's really like you on your toes at all times. So really you just got to have your mouthpiece and you know what I'm saying, willing to humble yourself and, you know, be creative in making it right for both parties. You know what I'm saying? You might have to throw a nigga a couple bottles because you done messed up. You know what I'm saying? But you got to take that and eat that and know next time to make it right.
For sure. Tell us about what you would do if somebody purposely tried to sabotage your event.
Oh man, if somebody try to sabotage my event, I just get creative, you feel what I'm saying? So I can't really say on, you know what I'm saying, off the porch what I really would do because I'm really creative and ideas that I come up with. But if they try to do it, I always got a backup plan. You know what I'm saying? With me being in the game for over 20 some years, I got a backup plan to every situation. It's almost like Tom Brady playing football. I'm gonna know what you're gonna do and I'm gonna just counter it.
What would you say is your biggest weakness and how does it affect your work?
My biggest weakness is I just turn people off when they don't, you know what I'm saying? When people don't do what needs to get done, I just turn them off. So I think that I don't really get a chance to explain to them because if I explain to them, that means I care and I don't, you know what I'm saying? I do care in a way, but sometimes, you know what I'm saying, explaining stuff could be a weakness. So in that weakness, I just don't even entertain it.
No, that's real. Name a time when your patience was tested.
Oh man, patience tests all the time. I just threw, you know what I'm saying, a big event called Culture Fest in Tallahassee, Florida with Kodak when his first show coming home. You know what I'm saying? So you have we had over like 5,000 people. So, you know, a lot of things was done and you had a lot of moving parts. So my patience was tested all the time because you gotta, you know what I'm saying, be cool and keep it rolling, you know what I'm saying? Because if you go down as the promoter, then your whole team go down. Your team don't have faith in what you got going on. So you have to be the captain of the ship so everybody know, okay, it's gonna be all right no matter what happened. You know what I'm saying? The police was trying to shut us down because we was going over a little time a little bit because we didn't know we had like a little curfew. So then they came out there with the little curfew time. So I had to go in and talk to them and keep them moving so we could still keep the show rolling and keep everything going because a lot of people paid a lot of money to come see these artists. And if we had to shut it down, then they would have felt disappointed. So, you know, you have to keep it under pressure and keep it in the road.
How did you keep your emotions in check?
Man, I learned how to keep my emotions in check a long time ago, you know what I'm saying, with losing people close to you. You learn how to keep them in check, keep them on the, you know what I'm saying, aligned up so you can always be strong. You know what I'm saying? Only the strong survive, so that's my mentality.
That's real. What would you say is your most successful event?
I got a lot of successful events. You know, always for the last 12 years, I've been doing no crowd control. That's one of the big parties that I throw, you know what I'm saying, every year. You know, of course, holding it down for homecoming. You know what I'm saying, FAMU homecoming in Tallahassee, that's a HBCU. You know, we do homecoming every year. Right now, Miami Boys weekend is coming up, you know what I'm saying? We do it in Tallahassee, but this year we got Labor Day weekend in Miami, Florida, so we want everybody to come out and come partake in the big weekend in Miami, Florida, Labor Day weekend. But I think I throw a lot of big events, so I can't really say which one is the most successful because I've been in the game for so long and it's all I do, so all of them successful. No, and I go in with the, you know what I'm saying, with the start in mind, to start like you want to finish, so that's how I rock and roll.
In your experience, what is the key to developing a good team?
Communication, you know what I'm saying? Making sure you see the enlightenment and what people could really do and put them at their strong points. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people try to force people to just to do things because they want them to do it, but sometimes that ain't what this person good at. So I have to put people in position where they strong at. And once I do that, I try to make them the best that they could be and let them know that it's always room to grow. Because everybody on my team, we all captains, we all, you know what I'm saying, superstars. But I get everybody lined up so everybody know, like, you know what I'm saying, we play position. If you can't play your position, then turn in your helmet. You feel what I'm saying? And then that's how we do. We keep everything as grown-ups and we talk to everybody with respect and let everybody know that this is the goal in mind. And have meetings, you know what I'm saying, on a regular.
What was the worst experience you had as a promoter?
Man, the worst experience I had was speeding, you know what I'm saying? Like when you on the road, sometimes you be speeding, you know what I'm saying? And you try to put too many irons in the fire. That's the worst experience I done had. Other than that, it's A-okay.
What is the best advice you can give about the promotion industry?
The best advice I can get is that you could make $1 million if you focus on it. You know what I'm saying? If you focus and do the right thing, for as putting your events together, you know what I'm saying, saving your little money sometimes instead of going out here wilding and blowing money. But that's the only thing I can really say about that. Really, other than that, it's a great, you know what I'm saying, profession to be in. You know what I'm saying? But as promoters, we all got to work together and, you know, kind of keep the artists in line, because sometimes some promoters want to price gouge the situation and pay artists more than what they need to be paid for certain markets. And then that really like jam up everybody in the promotion game. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes an artist might say he want this and he really not worth that, and they kind of mess everything up, because everybody ain't like a big city. Some cities are small, some cities in the country, so everybody can't afford those big prices.
No, for real. How would you say the industry's changed over the years?
The industry changed because really, like, I feel like in the game we live in the promotion game, sometimes the artists don't really care about the show. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta always like make sure that you get the right artists so that you can give a good show. Cause you gotta realize at the end of the day, when the artists come to town and don't give a good product, that fall back on you. They don't really fall back on the artist. Yeah, they're gonna be mad about it for a little second with the artist, but they gonna still hold you accountable for everything that artist do when they come in town. So you gotta go ahead and position yourself to pick the right people, know what the people want, and put it together in the best way so that everybody could be happy.
Oh, for sure.
Cause you in the middle of the spectrum, you know what I'm saying? The club gonna get his money at the bar. He ain't worried about what you got going on. The artist gonna come in town, get his money. They ain't worried about what you going on. Everybody else gonna get paid, so you the last man on the chopping block. So you gotta make sure everything right so you can go ahead and walk home and take some stuff to your house.
Nah, for real. So what else are you working on right now, Floyd?
Right now we working on a lot of stuff. I got a book. I got 2 books on the way coming out this year, you know what I'm saying? The playbook, just to show people, you know, the game, just how to run a business, you know what I'm saying? Not just the promotion business, because it's all the same. If you don't talk about your business or marketing tool, then you're gonna fail. So you know what I'm saying? I got a book coming out called The Playbook. Then I got another book coming out called Mindset is Everything, to let everybody know how to get their mind right so we could go ahead and run up this bag. Because that's what everybody wanna do. Everybody wanna run up the money. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta sharpen your tools up every day to run up the bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what the main thing that I'm focused on this year. You know what I'm saying? Of course, coming out with the clothing line, OTP, which is only the pack. You know what I'm saying? We definitely rocking that. Got everybody rocking with it. Coming out with a dope website. We got one already called It's Cheaper to Pay Attention. That's where we sell all our merch and product at. But we finna put it together with onlythepack.com, where people can actually go check out our YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Check out what artists we gonna work on, artists we coming out with, things of that nature. So we really trying to get in the whole entertainment business from top to bottom, and working with artists out there to bring them up and show them, like, listen, this is how you get paid. If you're an artist out here and you want to get paid, this is what you need to do. This is how you build your fan base so your fans can rock with you from here to eternity. You feel what I'm saying? Like them old rock stars, like, you know what I'm saying, Kiss. The reason why music still around, because them artists was out there grinding it and going on tour and touching the people and talking to the people. And when the people feel like you could talk to them and rock with them like that, they're gonna rock with you forever, because that's how Boost is still alive. He's still around because guess what? He was out here rocking with the people. The people gonna still put you on top no matter what you go through. And that's what people gotta understand, dark clouds or not.
That's real. Any last words and shout outs?
I mean, I wanna shout out my team, you know what I'm saying, Wolfpack, Only the Pack. Shout out to people who rocking with us, you know what I'm saying, no crowd control, support what's going on, and you know what I'm saying, just, you know, stay blessed, you know what I'm saying, and keep it going.
For sure. Appreciate you having me today, gang.
Appreciate it.
Gang.
I smoke a presidential bud, and I need you to be my first lady. It ain't the day you was born, but I need you in your birthday soon. You know I don't play my business like a